Hey guys, Xbox 360 patron or Indian video game collector here, and today I'm going to make a video on my Sega Saturn collection. So for the uninitiated, Sega Saturn was actually um, one of the home console systems that was released in Generation 5, which directly competed with the very first PlayStation as well as Nintendo 64. And this was launched, I guess, somewhere in 94 and 95 across geographies. It was launched initially in Japan, and there's a history of the US launch, the foobar that happened basically. So what happened was Sega Saturn was abruptly announced that it has been released in one of the E3 conferences at a price point of $399, and it was said that it's readily available in stores and people can go and buy it. So the very first problem there was that the participating stores did not have enough consoles to meet the customers' demand, so they were not really happy about it. The second problem was PlayStation was soon going to be released, and at the same E3 in the Sony's conference, the vice president just came up on stage and just uttered $299, which is like the launch price for the PlayStation 1 in the US, and he just walked away.
I'm going to ask Sony Computer Entertainment President of America, Steve Reyes, to join me for a brief presentation. $299.
So that was an epic mic drop moment, and that's where lines were drawn. So very first thing was Sega Saturn was not readily available in the US during launch. Second thing was people knew that PlayStation 1 was coming and it's going to be $100 cheaper. So there were like a lot of hurdles for the Sega Saturn to get a install base in the US markets, but it was densely popular in Japan, and I think there are a lot of good games that were released in Japan that did not make it to the US and Europe regions or UK regions. So that's about Sega Saturn in a nutshell. So in this video I'm going to walk you through all the stuff that I have, and I'll try to play some of it, or display some of the screenshots from all of these games. The entirety of my collection, barring one item, is belongs to basically the NTSCJ or the Japan region, so everything is imported from Japan that we'll be seeing. And the very first item is my Sega Saturn main unit, which is HST0014. It says the next generation of home entertainment is right here in this machine. The Sega Saturn welcomes you to the next level. And then they have some directions on how to connect it, blah blah blah. It's a very basic box if you really look at it. I think packaging in Japan did not used to be very flashy as such. So it's nothing much over here. We'll take out the controllers later from this. I'll just keep this aside and keep the games aside as well. And this is the main unit. So it basically had a CD-ROM support over here. So the games were mostly available in CDs, and then there's also a cartridge slot over here for the RAM and ROM chips, which I'll talk about in a little while when I come to these games. And other than that, it's pretty basic. I mean, you have a power button, and then you have a reset button, and this is a button to open the CD case. And towards the back, there's a power port, there is a video out, I guess. Yeah, there's a AV out, and then there is another connector. I'm not sure what this is about. And then here is an expansion slot, and here are the serial numbers. And that's pretty much it about the Saturn. It's slightly bulky than what we are used to. Okay, we'll keep this aside. Then the next accessory that I have for the Saturn is the Space Harrier GS911 1 3-axis analog control stick, which I have unboxed in a previous video. Let's keep the Saturn aside. Coming to the games, the very first game that I have is, and the only game that I have for the NTSC EU region, is Fighting Vipers for the Sega Saturn. You can see that it comes in a long box, and when I open it, so Saturn games actually used to come with a foam pad over here, as you can see in my Game Shop downstairs video. So this is the disc, and is a cool manual which also doubles up as a cover. So that's how Saturn games used to get released in the US market. This is a PvP game. I haven't tried it out. I can't try it out on my Saturn because Saturns are region locked, and I haven't modded mine. But yeah, we'll keep this aside. And next, the very first games that I imported along with my Saturn were these 3 Gundam side story games. I didn't quite like them. The graphics obviously are horrible, and I don't really like mecha simulations. But yeah, it was a decent edition. It did not cost much, got shipped in the same delivery, so why not. So these are the side story Gundam games, 1, 2 and 3. So they came in similar packaging and they're part of the same build, so I got all 3 of them together. So we'll keep this aside. Then next game that I got was Virgo Fighter 2, again the Japanese edition. So the disc, the disc launch is slightly broken and comes with a cover or manual. Which is colored, has all the information about all the characters and their moves, etc. I guess all in Japanese, so we'll keep that aside. And next game was the launch title in the US, is a Daytona USA Japanese copy. So here's the game again, the teeth are gone. Let's take a look at the manual. It's one of the good games that I like on Saturn, and I've played quite a lot on the PC as well. Not sure if it was the same Daytona or a different version on PC, but it was really fun. I'll try to play it today again, just for the sake of nostalgia. The next game, and this is a funny bit. This is not a bootleg; it's the actual Tomb Raider, the first one, which is released as Tomb Raiders in the Japan. And this is the very first tries with Lara Croft. That's the disc over there, and let's take a look at the manual. We're talking about the various items that you can find, how to navigate through the menu, etc, etc, what everything in the game screen means. So nifty edition. I already have this on the PlayStation 1 as well for the NTSC region. So this Daytona and Virgo Fighter 2 were bought together. Then recently I purchased Neon Geon Evangelion for the Saturn. I still haven't tried this out. So this one comes with a spine card, and this was exclusive to the Japanese edition, so all the games used to come with a spine card, and they are slightly difficult to find complete, like games complete with the spine card. But I don't know, I don't really care if the spine card is there or not. If the game is cheaper without the spine card, I am all up for it. Then okay, here's something about the soundtrack, characters, movie, blah blah blah. I have absolutely no idea what kind of game this is, as I haven't tried it out, so we'll see. And the last game without a ROM card is Space Harrier. So this, again, as I said, I got it with the joystick. Let's take a look at the manual. again another colored manual with some promotional material of the games during that time. So, yeah, another good thing to have. So let's keep them aside. We'll get back to Virgo Fighter. I have to keep its manual inside. The next set of stuff that I have are basically games with a RAM or ROM card. So first one is Ultraman Hikari no Kyojin, I guess that's what it's called. And this is one of the two games that comes with a ROM card. So basically there is game data available on the cartridge as well as on the disc. So let's see what's inside the package. I'll try to be a little gentle. So this is the ROM card that I was talking about, and one of the two games to come with the ROM card. And next item is the game disc in itself. Nothing on the back, and there is the disc, and here's the manual. Hopefully we won't be tearing it. Okay, I think I should keep it carefully next time. So another colored manual that talks about the various powers and how to navigate through the HUD of the game. So this also I haven't tried. Last time I tried, my Saturn's cartridge port wasn't working, and this was the only game that I had. So this time around I'll try to clean it with isopropyl and see if that works. I've already cleaned the cartridge with isopropyl once, so we'll see. And the next one is Real Bout or Fatal Fury as we call it in the West. Again another really good fighting game from SNK which I have never played. So this one I believe comes with a RAM card, the 4GB or 2GB RAM card. HSS0150, and alongside this there is a game disc which I believe is still sealed. Yeah, as you can see it's still sealed. I don't have any plans on unsealing this, and there's nothing else in the package. The last game and the only second game that comes with a ROM card is KOF 95, King of Fighters 95, which is another game by SNK. Let's see what's in the package. Just a disc and a card, but either ways. So this is the KOF 95 disc, and this seems to be broken. This is the disc, and this is the manual. Colorful and bright, vibrant, really good. So we'll keep this aside, try to fetch the cartridge as well. And this is the ROM card that we're talking about. So apart from all this, we also have the joystick, and that's pretty much my entire Saturn collection. So I'll try to hook up my Saturn and try to post some gameplay videos quickly, and that's about it. If you like the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Do share it with your friends, as that will motivate me to push new videos further. Thank you for watching the video till the very end. Be safe and be happy. Xbox 360 Patron or Indian Video Games Later signing off.